Hello and welcome to Foundations of Reading. We'll just go through a quick introduction of what our class is about. And it is about reading because we know we can learn about anything if we can read. So the most important things that we cover in this class are how to decode words. We talk about the most important rules of spelling, and we talk about strategies to increase your reading speed and fluency and strategies to increase your reading comprehension. So you can expect to do a good bit of reading and writing in this class. A predictable routine. We'll have explicit instructions on phonics and how words work, and even some hands-on activities. So you'll need to try new things, and you will need to do work independently. But this class, like if you watch the first video, is not an independent class. You have live meets with me and our other classmates twice a week. So we'll have an ability to talk out our concerns and to investigate any learning things that we need to investigate. So the first thing I just want to say is in order to be able to get to our learning level up here, I know that everyone needs to have all of these bottom things met, like your food and sleep, childcare. You know, we need to have good communication, all of these things. So let's be mindful of those when we're in class. And if you need help with any services, we do have staff that can help you with different services, because to get to the learning level, the base of the pyramid must be strong. Okay, we went over this in the first video, but our class will be watching a video, reading slides, answering questions, and then joining a live class where we'll do different activities and have different lessons. And so in the spirit of that, this will kind of be our first lesson. And just to talk about some of the very basics of linguistics. Linguistics is what is like the study of language, right? And so all of that starts with sounds that we make, and we use letters to represent the sounds, right? And so we know that there are 26 letters in English, but the funny part is there's like 44 sounds. So we don't have one letter per each sound. In order to make the extra sounds, we have to combine letters or arrange letters in a certain way to make those other sounds. And this is just a chart that you can look at more quickly when you're studying in the slides yourself. And it just shows the different sounds that we make with our different letter combinations. We have all of our regular consonants. We have our two-letter blends, or we'll call them blends here. We have our vowel sounds. We have our vowels with our R's, and then we have like our special vowels. So it's 44 sounds all together. And when we combine all of these sounds, these letters together, that's how we make words. But when you read, you need to be able to break them apart so you can read the word that's there based upon the letters and what sound they are representing. So that's what this class is about, right? But luckily, there's 44 sounds, but we use the same patterns over and over, right? It's different butterflies, but they're all kind of the same. Same thing with words. They're in families, they're in groups, and that's what we can start with looking at to understand this phonics structure. So words rhyme, and that's a type of pattern, right? So you might have sit, hit, spit, quit, twit, it, lit, right? So IT is always it, but there's probably 50 different words that end with it. I gave you some space there. You can write them in now. We'll talk about that in class, right? And then the next thing, after we know all of these patterns, all right, and so after we get down with our decoding, What we really want to do is become an automatic reader. And so when we see those patterns over and over again, we just recognize them like that, right? And then so at that point, we should memorize a lot of the words that we're coming across over and over again, so we won't need to decode them in the future. And this automatic reading, when you know enough words, it will lead you to your next challenge, which is to be able to read with fluency, right? So fluent readers know how to read very well. They're accurate. They can read aloud in the correct tone of voice. They're very efficient readers, like they get the job done quickly. And that's our goal, to work on that fluency. And if you can kind of think about fluency in the way that you think about singing a song that you already know, it just comes to you naturally just because of the frequency and the repetition. And that's what we're going to use to help us. And then as your automatic reading and your fluency increase, everything just is naturally going to make more sense to you. And when it makes more sense, that's when you'll have really good reading comprehension, and you'll be able to read anything, even like a rocket manual or something. And I don't want to play this video here, but you should watch it in your slides. And I just want to remind everybody as we wrap up this first video that you are amazing. All humans are amazing. And we can put together really amazing things. So if you're here to work on your reading with me, I am really excited to have you here. And get started by opening up the slides in the deck and kind of reading things over a little bit to yourself, taking the notes that interest you, watching a couple of the videos. And then after that, there's a quiz where I have some questions for you to introduce yourself and just kind of give us an idea of where everybody's at. And then I'll see you on Tuesday from 3 to 5 in the live Google Meet. And if you don't know how to get there, watch that first video. All right, bye, y'all. Peace out and much love.